So how to teach going into center. So you can do this essentially however you want to do, regardless. Previously, I had taught where I would have a dog go around one leg and then through the legs that way. You can do either or what I'm going to be focusing on today is the dog sitting in front, going through the front legs, turning around one direction, and then coming back out through the front legs and sitting in this position. So what you're going to want to do is, first of all, choose that. What are you going to do? I'm going to be having her sit directly in front of me, go through, and then turn that direction to come back through. So that was very exaggerated. So she's going to go through, kind of do like a U-turn, and then come back through, and then finish the completed position of sitting in the center position. So what you're going to do is you're going to have your lures in both of your hands, and try not to drop kibbles like I already just did. Her kibbles are kind of small, but she works for them, which is nice. So I'm only going to have like about 2 in each hand so that doesn't happen. So you're going to lure your dog in front of you, more or less in front of you, right? You want to have this more or less be the starting position. Eventually I'm going to make it be pretty solid straight. But for now, it's like this. Good girl. And if they're waiting patiently, go ahead and reward them. Very good. And then get another reward. So lure in both your hands. And you are going to, depending on your dog, you're going to reach down behind your legs and lure them through. Good girl. Turn them through. Lure them back with the other one. Up into a sit. Yep. And reinforce them. Good job, baby. Very good. You're marking the completed behavior in the position that you want them to be in. You can feed them out of position, that's okay, but the marker is indicating what the completed behavior is. What she's getting rewarded for that completed behavior. If your dog is struggling, so if you go like this and they don't notice or they're looking around, you can take your front hand, lure, guide them to the back hand, through, around, lure, up to a sit. Yep, good job. Very good, lady. Very good. And then repeat the position. So I lure her forward and then back into a sit. Good girl. And then I'm going to reach behind me, lure through, re-engage, up into a sit. Yep, good job. And then again, fill up both my hands again. Lure back to the front, up into a sit. Lure through. Yep, good girl, Babbers. Very good. Good job. Some dogs, depending on their length and agility, are going to need a little bit of additional guidance. If you have a Dane, that would probably be a lot harder. You're going to need to be leaning pretty far back, so you might actually need to take a step back to get them all the way through. For her, I could pretty much just lean and she gets it. She's a little bit, but I do sometimes take a little step through. Yep. To, yep, good girl. To help with the support so I don't literally fall over on top of her. In addition, if your dog is struggling by just doing that whole behavior and actually going into that sit, you can still reward them for standing in the position. That's okay. Again, whatever your preference is. Or you can build up, reward them several times in a row for just completing the position and being in a stand. That's fine before you're then luring them up into a sit. In addition to that, some dogs might really struggle. So if they're really seeming frustrated and not able to do just that one loop, then you could reward them twice. So you can have them go through, reward them here once they've mostly finished that turn, and then back up here, again, into this completed position. So again, good job, Babbers. Good job. And occasionally you might also want to reinforce them for just waiting patiently in front of you. So engage their nose, around, start turning, reward, engage quickly. If you can do up into a sit, yep, or your stand, whatever, then mark the completed behavior. Again, you're making sure those movements, the direction of those movements is the same every time. If you mix it up, it's going to be a lot more confusing and conflicting to your dog and end up taking a lot longer than both of you guys want. Good job. Good. When your dog is still engaged, or after a couple of sessions of this, then you want to start adding in the command as you are doing the movement. So in the beginning, I'm going to say it initially at that initial movement, and then as she is finishing the movement, then I'm going to be saying the command. The command, yep, but not for a little while. So first I'm going to say center. Yep, good job. Good baby. Good. Good. Center. And if they lay down, that's okay. Just re-engage them, have them go forward, take a couple steps if you need to. Yep, good job. Good. Center. Yep. Center. Yep. Yep. You have a little hover butt. Looks like you're sitting, but you're not sitting. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The dry kibbles. Easy, girl. Easy. Easy. You got it. You got it. It flew over there. It flew right here. There you go. Once they have some fluency with that movement, then you're going to start saying the command as they're doing the actual turn, kind of like halfway through. Center. Yep. Center. Yep. And you want to use as minimal verbals as possible. So as you can see, several times in a row, she started to kind of lay down or hesitate or not sit. So this is indicating to me that she's getting a little bit burnt out mentally, which is totally fine. It's really hard for them to stay mentally engaged for long periods of time. Regardless, in general, I like to have my dog's behaviors be pretty excited and motivated as much as possible because I want them to enjoy the process as much as I enjoy the process. So I'm not going to continue working her at this time on this particular behavior. I'm going to give her a little bit of a mental break, take her in for a little nap before I bring her out and work her again. Is that good?